Hi guys, it's Friday again, and you know what that means. Today I'm going to teach you yet another original lesson, and today's lesson is Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. An original lesson is a lesson in which I'm teaching you the original piano composition, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to play, but it's really beautiful. See what I did there? For now, let's get started with the lesson. Okay, so we've got the first part right there. Let's have a look at the chords. We've got E flat 7 / D flat, and A flat minor 6 / C flat. Okay, so these are some really interesting chords. The left hand is going to play E flat, followed by D flat, followed by C, and C flat. Okay, now there's two things I need to explain here. First of all, what is a C flat? It's actually very easy. Whenever you see flat, it means half a note lower, right? So if we have D, D flat would be half a note lower, and that just happens to be the black key right here. Okay, so we call this D flat. However, when you're playing a C, half a note lower is the next white key, okay? Because as you can see, there's no black key in the middle right here. So therefore, C flat is going to be this note right here, which we usually call a B, of course. But in this song, it's being called a C flat. Okay? So the other thing I need to explain is if the chord is E flat, C, and A flat, why are we playing E flat, D flat, C, and C flat? Well, that is because you usually play the name of the chord in the left hand, so E flat, you're going to play E flat. However, if you see E flat 7 / D flat, you're going to play that note that's behind the slash, basically, in the left hand. 99% of the times, you'll be playing that D flat in the left hand because it's behind the slash. Okay, so we have E flat, then behind the slash is D flat, then C, and then behind that slash is C flat. And that's why the left hand is playing E flat, D flat, C, and C flat. Okay, so we're just playing single notes, and that's fine. For the right hand, we're going to be playing the E flat chord, B flat, E flat, and G. And then we'll be playing that again. And then we'll play C minor 7, but we're just going to play C minor in the right hand, so C, E flat, and G. And then we've got A flat minor 6. Okay, so we have that F right there, but we're actually going to play it on the bottom. Okay, so right here. So the chords E flat, again, then C minor, and A flat minor 6. Okay, now what is the pattern we're going to play? Very easy. The top two notes together, and then the bottom note. Okay, like that. And then for the final chord, it's going to be the top three notes together, and then the bottom note. So let's first do that before I'm going to explain you a few more details about what you have to play here. So let's do this for 4 times per chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now as you know, that's not exactly what we're playing in this song, okay, but that's just the basics. So let's just get that down first, and then we'll change it a little bit. So and this is also an easy way to play it. So if you're having trouble with the advanced way I'm going to explain to you right now, the original way, then you could also just play it like this. Play all of the chords 4 times up and down. So right now what we're going to be doing is, let's have a look at the first 2 chords because they're the same anyway. And we're going to be playing them in the same way as well. So you play back and forth for 3 times, okay? That's 3. And then you're going to move your top note from G all the way up there to A flat. Okay, so it will be like that. Okay, now after that, you're gonna play the G as well. So we get this. Okay, that's where you get that cool sound from. So like this. Okay, now since these two chords are the same for the right hand, we're going to just be doing this little thing which I just showed you for 2 times. Okay, that's the first bit. And because you continue immediately, you're going to get a really cool effect. Listen, here we go. Like that. Let's put the left hand in as well, so like that. Now changing up to right here. Okay, so do that for 3 times, and then you're gonna play E flat and F right there, C and E flat. Okay, so we have, here we go, like that. Like that. Okay, combine it with the C right here. And moving on to that final chord right here. So we get, and then here. Play it for 3 times, and then you just forget about the F right here. Gonna play the C flat and the E flat together, and then an A flat. Okay, so with all of the first 3 parts, there's 9 notes now, or 9 times when you play it. The last one is just 8, so like that. Okay, like that. So let's do the last 2 parts together. Just like that. So now let's do this entire part very, very slowly, and then we'll be discussing a little variation, which is what you're going to play the second time you play this. Okay? So that's the first part done. Now, for the small variation, which you're going to be playing the second time when you play the intro, everything is going to be exactly the same. Okay, so don't worry about that. But then for the last part, the very last chord, A flat minor 6, what you're going to do is play right here, as we did, okay? But what you're going to do is finish up right here. So it will be 1, 2, 3, finish up right there immediately. Okay, so just that's all you play, and then F, G flat, F, E flat, C flat. Okay, so like that. So what you get is this, like that. Okay, let's combine it. Like that. Okay, so for that entire part, let me do that as well, slowly, and then we'll be moving on. Okay, so this is part 2. We've also got a small, very small part 3 which you need to learn, but apart from that, that's basically it. And then we've got a few tiny variations, which I will show you as well, okay? For now, let's focus on this one, part 2, and then at the end of the lesson, I'm going to tell you how to put everything together. So we've got 4 chords, A flat, F minor 7, E flat, and then, okay, we're switching from E flat to E flat / D flat, but I'm not really putting that in there, because it's just, I will explain you how to do that, but I'm not putting that up, and then C minor 7, okay? So for the left hand, it's going to be A flat, followed by F, and then E flat, and a C. Okay. The right hand will be playing A flat right here in root position, so A flat, C, and E flat, followed by F minor 7 in root position, F, A flat, C, E flat. Okay, and then we have a first inversion on an E flat, G, B flat, E flat. You play that, and then you go to G, C, E flat. Okay, so again, A flat, C, E flat, F, A flat, C, E flat, so exactly the same, adding the F, G, B flat, E flat, and G, C, E flat. Okay, so let's combine that with the left by just playing it once. Okay, starting here. Okay, like that. Now it sounds a little bit weird. Why is that? Because we still have to put the D flat in right after the E flat. And I'm going to show you how to do that later. But for now, the pattern for the right hand is going to be the top 2 notes and then the bottom note. And when you play the F, it will be the top 3 notes and then the bottom note. Okay? So like this. Okay, so as you can clearly see, we've got 4 repetitions for the pattern for the right hand. Okay, now what we're going to do is when we play E flat, we're going to do that for 2 repetitions. So 1, 2, and then it's going to move down to D flat for another 2 before moving to C. Okay, so that little bit will be. Like that, okay? So let's do the entire part slowly, and then we'll have a look at part 3, after which I'm going to explain you how to put the entire song together. Okay, like that. Now let's have a look at part 3, which is very short. Okay, that's all there is to it. Part 3 is basically the second chord of the previous part. So you just play A flat, C, and D flat, and then an F. Okay, left hand plays that F octave. That's all we're playing right there. Just like that. So now I'm going to tell you how to put the entire song together. Please pay attention to the top of the screen. The order is right there. So we have as special numbers, we have 1A and 1 with an asterisk. I'm going to tell you what that means later. For now, let's go through the order. So you're going to play part 1 for 4 times, then part 2 for 2 times, and part 3. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Then you're going to play part 1 for 3 times, 2 for 2 times, and part 3. Okay. Then 1 for 2 times, part 2 for 2 times, and part 3, and then finishing up with 1 for 2 times. Now, what is part 1A? It's basically exactly the same as part 1, but it's with the variation, remember? Right there, okay? So like this. That little variation. Remember when we did that in the beginning of the lesson? That's what you're going to play for 1A. So what you're going to do when you see part 1 with an asterisk, you're going to be playing a couple of different chords. It's the same chords, but the inversion is different. Okay. So you play G, B flat, and D flat up here for 2 times, and then you move to G, B flat, C, and E flat right there. And then you move to F, A flat, C flat, and E flat. Okay? A little bit weird, but that's what it's supposed to be. So right here, with an E flat octave, with a D flat octave, with a C octave, and with a C flat octave. Okay? Now what you're going to do is play all of the chords 8 times. So like this. Just like that, okay? That's what you're gonna do when you see part 1 with an asterisk. You could also play it here if you want to. Like that, to give it a little bit more body, I would say. But that's